today we're going to talk about setting up FL and making a beat. So let's do this quick, because I know you don't want to sit here and listen to me talk. So first thing you want to do, if you've never opened up or you just installed FL, you want to set up your keyboard and maybe your MPC, right? I'm playing my keyboard right now, getting some sound back. Alright, so what you want to do is, you need to go up here to your audio, and first thing let's do is set up our driver, our sound card, or our interface. So you want to set it to ACO for all. The reason why you want to do this is because ACO is the best, the fastest, least amount of latency. If you don't know what latency is the time it takes for the sound to be processed by your interface or sound card and spit back out through your speakers. So, for example, now I can't show you through ACO because I have my screen recording going on and it's using a different driver. But for your sake, if you look right here, you have, this is what yours is going to look like if you've just opened it up. So it's going to be on 512 samples. So you want to get this as low as possible without having any type of weird pops or what's called underruns. And I'll show you how to do that. So click this right here. This will be at 32 and this will be at 32 samples. Put those to 0 and adjust this, looking right here at the underruns, adjust this until, well, you want to go as low as you can go until you start seeing underruns. Once you start seeing underruns, bump it up a little bit. Okay, yeah, it's a good spot. I have a decent interface, so I can run this at 64 and just fine and it not affect me. But if you're running off of your computer sound card, or if you have an older computer, you might have to bump it up. So that's what you want to do first. Get that working. If you don't understand, comment below, and I'm sure 100 other people will help you out. Next thing you want to do is set up your keyboard. Now you should see your keyboard right here. It should say, whatever. I have a USB Axiom 49. So click on it, and you should see it's enabled. And if it's enabled, you should be able to hit a key and you should get sound out. Now, if you're not getting sound out, you could have a weird keyboard that FL doesn't recognize, and you might have to do some routing or programming of that keyboard or programming FL. If you run into that problem, PM me and I'll help you out, or comment below. So, you got your keyboard. FL should detect your keyboard, so you shouldn't have to mess with anything. But I'm going over this because I know there will be some of you out there that will come into every single problem. So, because over the years, I have run into these problems multiple times. So let's just get them out of the way. Okay, moving on to the interface. Your interface, your FL interface. You're going to have this is going to pop up first. This is your kind of your mastering meters. It's going to show your limiter. Well, we'll get there in a second. So you can exit out of this. You're not going to need that. This here is your mixer, and how you can find all of your panels, your main panels of FL, are right up here. So this one is your mixer. The mixer is where you will mix and you will add effects to your project once you get everything laid down. Next thing you got is I have it auto hiding over here, so it gives me more space. You can do that by going up here to the settings and turning on auto hide. But right here is where you'll find your packs, and which all that is that's your samples. So I can go into any of these drum packs and find listen to all my sounds I got. Next, you have your playlist editor, or your where you're going to compose and sequence. You're going to lay your sequences here, so I could lay this, and lay these and whatever. Over here you have your step sequencer, which is where you will put down, you can click in. I'll just show you, for example. You could click, right? You can click everything in. So we got the basics over. So let's get on to a beat.